I was born without parents, like a lone boat adrift on the sea. Even then, I promised myself that I would live without regrets. I vowed to roam the world, to carve out a legacy, to become a great hero. At 17, I left my hometown, filled with ambition. But at 18, I met my future wife. She had trouble walking and rarely went out, always tending to flowers by the door. The moment I saw her, I was smitten. Back then, I didn't understand love. I forgot all about my dreams of adventure and could only think of spending more time with her, even if it was just watching her water the plants. Whenever she looked at me, I'd nervously look away and pretend to be interested in something else. Her eyes were more beautiful than any star I'd ever seen, and I couldn't bear to look directly at them. Half a year passed like this. I realized I can't live without her. She became my wife. We married in a small town at the foot of the mountains and soon had a child. From then on, all my time was devoted to my family, and my youthful dreams faded away. Looking back, life wasn't exactly miserable, but it was far from remarkable. Like everyone, I grew nostalgic over the years. My wife and I would lay side by side on the recliner, talking. She never left our small town, only hearing about the world outside from our children. I sighed one day, joking about my youthful dreams of adventure, how they had been completely abandoned, and how I regretted it now. My wife, her hair now silver, smiled gently at my words. She looked down, rubbed her leg, and said, "If there's a next life, go ahead." She passed away before me, and in my overwhelming grief, I followed her soon after. In what felt like a cruel twist of fate, memories of my regrets filled my mind. The next moment, I found myself incredibly fortunate. I was 18 again, standing under a tree, looking at my wife. She caught my eye and smiled softly before looking away. My fingers trembled. In that instant, I knew she remembered our past life, and she knew I had been reborn. She didn't acknowledge me, likely thinking that in this life, I would fulfill my dream of leaving the town, exploring the world. If she avoided me, I'd stick to my original plan and venture out. That unspoken glance was probably our last. She was half right. I did have regrets, but not just about my unrealized dreams. Taking a deep breath, I strode toward her. She looked up, a bit puzzled and startled, as I approached and took her hand. In my previous life, I regretted never showing her the world beyond our town. When I realized this, it was too late. I was an old man, unable to take her anywhere. But now, I was young again. I said, "My shoulders may not be the sturdiest, but they're strong enough to carry you. Will you come with me to see the world outside this town?" I once dreamed of being a hero, but now, I'd rather be a boat carrying the stars.